New York is a place of opportunities, a place where dreams become reality. This is what Lauren Morizi was expecting when she left New Mexico State to play softball at LAU in downtown Brooklyn.
It was so much fun. My fall semester was just exciting to be in a new place. I felt like a freshman again, but it was like fun to be at a school in a cool area where I could actually do stuff compared to the desert. I was just really excited to be playing for coaches that I really wanted to be playing for and a team that I really wanted to be playing with.
In preparation for her first season with the Blackbirds, Lauren was ready to make her mark on the field. 1 week before their first game, Lauren tore her ACL.
I remember we were just doing like infield drills, and we were trying to catch a high bouncer and land and throw as fast as we could. And I planted on my right leg and didn't bend my knee, and I just felt something go wrong. I remember I tried to jump around on it and see if it was okay, and it wasn't. And then I remember I got hit with a ball right after that, so I couldn't think about anything except for my knee.
I saw her the next day, and she was really upset because I think she knew, like I said, she's a kid that knows her body, and she knows when there's something wrong.
Lauren underwent ACL reconstructive surgery, forcing her to sit out, rehab, and watch her team play through a difficult season.
Rehab was rough because she had a patella tendon graft, which is the most painful graft you can get for the ACL.
That was a really hard week because it was so painful. It felt like somebody had taken a saw to my knee. A week felt like a month, and a month felt like a year, and it was just a long process. 6 months felt like I had missed a year of my career already.
She traveled with us almost immediately post-operative. That's a lot on a post-op knee. And she didn't have to do it, but she wanted to do it to support her team.
I didn't want sympathy, I didn't want people feeling bad for me. I just wanted to support the team and to help as much as I could.
She was very proactive with that. It was actually funny because she would find anywhere she could to just do an exercise. If it was hanging her leg off of the dugout, during a game to get her extension back, or doing calf raises off a ledge of the batting cage, she'd find a way to get it done.
Biggest advice that I gave her when she was doing the rehab was to eat the frog first. Get up and do the rehab because it hurts like heck. Do it right away so the rest of the day you can enjoy. She would be down there early in the mornings or getting down to Florida, getting training early, eating frog first and getting after her. And I kept telling her that I can't wait to get a chance to coach her when she's on the field.
She rehabbed for the remainder of the school year and continued the process at home in California. 6 months out of surgery, a day that most athletes can return to sport, the unthinkable happened.
I remember I ran to one cone, running back to the next, and I went to plant on my right leg, and it just, my knee just collapsed. Everything that I just went through was running through my head, and I was thinking, shit, I'm gonna have to go through this again. My boyfriend was in town visiting, so he took me to go see my doctor in California, and he basically was like, it's torn, and he tried to give me some hope, this happens kind of thing. And I just remember walking out of that doctor's office and collapsing on the ground and just bawling my eyes out for 10 minutes. And I didn't really know what I was going to do, so.
I was upset because she worked hard. I worked alongside her the whole time. That was the first time that's ever happened to me as an athletic trainer. But I knew that I had to be positive for her because obviously she was feeling very down, and she was at her low right then and there, even lower than she was the first time around.
I was in shock. I wanted to cry. I didn't even know if she was going to be able to ever play softball again. Going through something like that, What's to say it's not going to tear a third time?
The second time around, it was the same, but it was different. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, she knew what she had to get done. Like there was more motivation there than I've ever seen in anyone that I've ever worked with to get back. She was very proactive, and she pretty much ran her own rehab with my guidance, more so than the first time. Whereas I kind of ran the rehab and I controlled it the whole way, she kind of came up to me and said, "Christine, can I do this? Can I do more of this? Can I do more of this? I'm ready for this." She knew what she had to do, and most importantly, she knew that it wasn't just given to her. Like, she had to earn her way back on the field more so than ever, because she sees that nothing's set in stone. It has to be. She really had to work towards it.
It was just so exciting. I was like finally 2 years in the process. I was finally going to get to play. And my dad was in Florida there to watch my first game, so that was nice to see.
The first time that I actually got to see Lauren play was probably one of the most rewarding experiences of my entire career.
And it stays fair. So that'll be an RBI single for Lauren Morizi.
I know it was pretty emotional for her, but it was also pretty emotional for me, because it was a good 2-year period. We didn't get a chance to see her out there. Whether she was successful or not last year really didn't matter. The fact that you fought her way back on there and overcame a lot of adversity and had so much courage to get herself back out there, she's a winner every day in my book because of that.
I wasn't really thinking at all during the season about how I was doing, about, like, oh, I'm producing or I'm not producing, like whatever. It was just like, I'm playing. I don't care if I'm producing or not.
Not going to be able to make a play. Everybody's
Those 2 years are behind me, and I feel like I'm a better person for it.
To come back and become the kind of player she is and has become, and lead our program, and then at the same time never letting her academics falter once, that's incredible.
I think that everything that happened to me was lucky. Like, some might not think about that, but I think it was.